Hello, leaders. Hey, this is Paul Grau, and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges, the daily show that helps you leverage conflict to master your leadership and communication skills to live your best life. Hey, I hope you're doing great today because I'm about to open up a can of worms. Well, not really, but maybe kinda. So I want to talk to you about how team diversity helps us all grow, and how sometimes when we hear the mention of the word diversity, it just makes us cringe a little bit. But it really shouldn't. Let's start by defining diversity. Webster's dictionary defines diversity as the condition of having or being composed of differing elements, especially the inclusion of different types of people, such as people of different races or cultures or color in a group or an organization. Now, for our discussion today, that's a perfect definition because when it comes right down to it, diversity is nothing more than including different people together. And that difference is what scares the heck out of a lot of people because many of us are very comfortable in our own space, doing our own thing, the way we've always done it. I mean, just think about it. We are creatures of habit. And if something gets altered or changed in the least little bit, man, it just ruffles our feathers a bit. And that's the case no matter what color, race, or culture we're from. Now, some personality types are more uncomfortable than others when it comes to including different people in our circles of influence. It just scares them to death. And yet other personalities embrace it. They actually seek it out and find it. They love it. I've been talking all week about a book from my mentor, John C. Maxwell. And this is yet another topic that he discusses in his book, Leadership. John says that we must get out of our bubble. And that's the bubble that we are super comfortable in. The bubble of security and safety. And John says we need to get out of that bubble and seek out differences in the people around us. If you're wondering why, it's because differences in others expose us to a whole new world of opportunity. Differences in others around us allows us to see the world from a totally different perspective, from their eyes, from their experiences, from their language, from their culture, if and only if we allow ourselves to get to know them and allow ourselves to tell them about us. And that takes effort. That takes getting out of our bubble and into the unknown, which is why it scares the heck out of some people. My career in the Air Force exposed me to so many different races and colors and cultures and religions, and I absolutely love learning about things. But I'm going to be honest with you, it was not always easy at first. It always took me time to adjust. Man, I remember one of my first bases that I was stationed at was way up in Limestone, Maine at Loring Air Force Base. And that was like another world. I mean, those people spoke with an accent, and they were just different. And then I moved to the United Kingdom, and I had to get used to driving on the wrong side of the road, for crying out loud, right? And drinking beer that looked like coffee. And I was often reminded by the elderly Brit who worked in our shop that I didn't speak English at all. I spoke American. And then I moved on to Oklahoma, which was another real culture shock to me in certain ways. Then my wife and I moved to Okinawa, and then up to Montana, and then to Colorado. And you know, every new place that we lived was difficult to adjust to because the people were all different. And yet with effort, we adjusted, we shifted, we adapted, and we discovered new things. You see, anything new to us takes effort, takes adjusting, learning. It takes real conversations. And sometimes it takes accepting things that we may not believe to be true. However, the best part about diversity is that if we are open to putting forth the effort, we can expand our knowledge as we allow ourselves to learn from people who have experienced things that we never imagined. John Maxwell writes that team diversity has challenged his assumptions, changed his thinking, showed him better ways of doing things, helped him remove his prejudices, taught him to value everyone, and just made him an all-round better person. That opportunity is available to you as well, if you're willing to step out of your bubble and into the unknown. And that's today's challenge. Simply ask yourself if you're stepping outside your bubble, outside your comfort zone to learn and grow by utilizing all the diversity that's around you. If you aren't, man, today's the day that you can make that choice. I challenge you to do so and get ready to see and learn about a whole new world. Hey, it's just about now or possibly never to join the 6-week mastermind group that I'll be leading that begins on Monday. That's only 3 days away. If you're interested, just send me an email to Paul, that's Paul, at clcteam.com. Hey, as always, I hope you have a great rest of your day. And until tomorrow, run to your challenges.